you also got to bring us back to why y'all was salty. So I need to know where y'all coming from.
Yeah.
Because you said that, I was like, maybe.
See, it's gonna be difficult because the first episode come out Wednesday, but y'all, what is said here is gonna be tied to that.
Because you know who I bumped heads a lot with by this awards? What's that? That nigga right there.
Hey, we gonna bring it up.
That nigga right there.
He was in the first episode too.
It's all about exposure. You need the exposure. You gotta touch the streets. You need that street credibility. You need that promotion. And that's what exposure provides for the people.
Working million that makes him sign out here at MIA, grinding like I always do. Watching exposure. Getting hit in the head with that exposure.
You know what it is, them down dogs, Raylo, #1 DJs, #1 promoters for show from Palm Beach. It's exposed. It's wide open now.
Y'all check it out, you know what I'm saying? Keep it locked all over Florida.
And you are watching Exposure.
What's going on, y'all? Y'all tuned into Exposure. I be your boy, Global Zoe, and I'm with my gang.
Eric Biddines.
Got Drego Mill over there.
I know there's a lot of promoters out there, but man, today we got some heavy hitters in Palm Beach County. We got the one and only Lowron and
What's up?
Rohan.
What's going on, brothers? What's going on, brothers?
Hey, we doing good. How y'all feeling?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. Good to see y'all boys, man. It's been a while, man.
That's the real talk.
It's been a while.
I see when the car pulled up, I knew it was money, right? I was like,
Just came out of the
Lowron and Rohan. I was like, that's one of them.
Yeah, return the rentals tomorrow.
Exactly. Oh man. But no, man, we had a good first episode where we had one hot up here, Van Dam and DJ Daddy Fats, and we pretty much was talking about the Palm Beach County music scene and what we need to be doing to pretty much, no one has made it on a global scale. I think a lot of us had indie success, but no one has made it really outside of Palm Beach where we were able to put the next person on in the city on. And that's a topic, that's a sensitive topic, but as from promoter perspective, we want you guys to chime in and we want to be able to talk about that. And one thing that was brought up was the Palm Beach Music Awards, something that was created from you, Rohan, to I'm sure put a spotlight on the city and to give artists, DJs, dancers, anybody that did something with entertainment, a platform to show that talent and get the recognition they deserve. It was giving away trophies to those that put in the work. So talking about the Palm Beach Music Award, what was the idea of you even starting that foundation?
I think it came from, going back and forth to just the Miami scene. I think Abibi Lewis, right, did the Miami Awards. I went down there and I'm like, everybody pulled up from the DJ Khaled to all these people that were at the awards. And I was like, man, this would be dope in our city. So I came back, that's when my shit started popping, right? Came back and just started putting stuff together. Again, I didn't know basically anybody from around here, so it was just off the top of my head, just going, asking questions, and it just took off. You know what I'm saying? So I decided, like, hey, let's do it. I think the first one was done at Club Fasten. Right.
I feel like so, yeah. That might be
it was Fasten, and we did it on a Tuesday night. It was on a Tuesday night. I remember doing it on a Tuesday night.
Wow.
I think Boston was when we had
Film at that time, yeah.
And to be honest with you, I didn't expect what happened to happen. That night, that Tuesday night, I think we had over 1,500 people.
Oh, it was packed.
It was packed. I remember one time, it was so funny on me to this day. Toedown. I remember Toedown came. I guess he was nominated or some stuff was going on, but I guess he didn't get word of it, whatever. And he came to the door, right? And I think it was him and another dude, I forgot the dude's name. And he was like, and Toedown a dog now. Toedown was like, man, who the fuck running this shit? Who running this shit, man? How comes I ain't in here, man? And I'm like, that's when I realized people really took that serious, right? Because he was one of the big, but again, I'm doing something based on what the people was telling me. Yes, but it really took off. So it was something that we tried to do for years. Then Ron got involved, but it just became, for one, overwhelming because for one, we were doing it with our own money, with our own funds, with the trophies, with everybody, everything, the building. It wasn't, we're not making any money. And then this
is for the love of the city.
Just for the love. But we thought, so for the love of the city, and also to bring something we feel like could just bring attention to Palm Beach. Because even now, everything we're doing, anything you see around, everything, it's really to bring attention to what we feel is home. But a lot of people just never saw the vision, and it was just more so about themselves than about the business. So it kind of fell along the wayside.
A lot of the artists too are still young,
Right,
young-minded in business.
right.
So what they were saying, what they expected was two different things. You know, a lot of artists didn't have managers, record labels. All they knew about business was that it's on TV. So you have a lot of play record labels, play artists expecting awards.
Gotcha.
So it's almost like if Eric was hot, you was hot, why Eric winning? Well, you just chilling with him the other day. So you had a lot of that going on too, to where it was more like, why someone said, why I ain't getting nominated? And a lot of artists, I remember Rohan is not street. So that's
Right.
the Raw or downtown, Rohan wouldn't know about you. Because he's more Delray Boyne area.
Right.
So those artists, I don't say that those artists are soft, but those artists would have access to Rohan.
Gotcha.
And the internet was just starting up. So everybody wasn't really, a lot of street rappers was not on the internet.
Facts.
So
Facts.
Let me do a little pushback on that, right? So somewhat true, right? But here's the thing. It shouldn't matter that they knew me, right? We put out not an accurate system of getting nominated because it was, again, we're just playing with stuff. We're playing with MySpace. We were building websites for you to go vote. Again, we're just trying to play with things to get people out. It was for people to come tell us, right? So we put it out there. You have a fan base, right? If you got 100 people, 200 people, let your fan base know about this award. That's how you got nominated. Because for me to go again, at that time, how many rappers were in the city?
I was gonna say, I mean, a lot.
Everybody-
I ain't gonna answer that one.
A lot.
Yeah.
So again, so how do we know, right? Now, in defense of the system, right, what we were trying to do, a little bit being stubborn, trying to create something for the first time, Lowron will tell me, he was giving me the pointers that you should do this, and I kind of push back sometimes on, people giving me the advice. I'll be honest, because I wanted to be as fair as possible and be like there's some outside influence. Because again, I know all these people. So we created a system where go nominate this person, go nominate that, right?
Yeah.
And they would like inbox a couple of people, and that's how we handle it. Because again, we have to keep it private, right? Again, I don't know anybody, there's nobody giving me no benefits for it. So that secrecy kind of lets some people to think that, some nefariousness going on, but that's just the best way we could have done it at the time.
But then the artists have to realize, like, you not promote that way, so obviously you will have more votes than normal. Right? So even if he's a better artist than you,
Yeah.
because you not promote better, you got more shine on the votes. And that was the problem with the whole system.
Whole system. Gotcha.
It helped everybody though because that following year, people knew they needed videos,
Yeah.
they knew their metrics needed to be up. It forced us to engage with, that phone head. That's the iPhone with the 3 eyes.
Yeah.
It forced us to engage more. We thought about our collaborations. You saw people who you ain't even know. I remember, I think we was trying to figure out who it was. It was Rook. Rook had got a lot of He had got a lot of votes because he was big in his high school, and people got mad because he got all those votes, and he was like hustling, getting all his people to come in. And I remember him getting a lot of backlash, but everybody, that's just one example of something that made everybody elevate their game up to say, oh, you can't just pass out CDs. It shifted what like the raw area was doing with the flea market. All of them got online.
Yeah.
Everybody, the entire scene changed after that first Palm Beach Awards, and it was beautiful.
Ironically, it was exposure. It created exposure for people, right? So people started coming out of the woodworks. You never know. People started partnering with people, like you just said. And again, big picture missing. Everybody was thinking about how can I win an award instead of the fact that we're bringing attention to the city, right? Again, connections were being built on this. I was going down, I don't remember my partner, with EJ, had the tour with Pure Records, right? We was going down there, going to DJ Khaled, trying to get DJ Khaled to come be a part of the show and get real fly A&Rs in. People not understanding it yet. If the Rohan wants to get the A&R to come in, the A&R want hotel, flight, and stuff like that. Again, Is it our responsibility to take it to that next level where we're helping you, but then we're getting pushback, saying, "Hey, Rohan is being favoritism." Like, there's no benefit for us unless the masses or the eyes of everybody's on the scene. Our goal was, if we could have this award make 2 or 3 big artists blow, that's where our career would take off as far as the music industry. Because people will be like, damn, look at Low, look at Ron, look what they're doing. Now we'll be able to go any city and produce awards for it. That's where our business model was lying, right? But we still want a brand for our city to put the city on. But we felt like West Palm Beach still do. Has a lot of talent.
Yep.
But we just not the forefront.
Let me chime in real quick. I got a question. Because I didn't know, and for the people that don't know, how did you go and vote? Like, where did you go and vote to be nominated?
Online.
Online.
Like, where online?
So if the first one was MySpace. I think you were able to go in the inbox and inbox a couple people who were like on the committee, right?
Gotcha.
And then once you were nominated, we kind of sat down with a bunch of people. Again, you have to keep that private.
Right.
As a comedian. The committee could have been Lowron, it could have been somebody in Miami. We had to listen to the music, figure out what's going on with the person. And that's how it was chosen, because you can't have the people nominate you and then the people choose you, because that's when you're gonna have a problem with the Rook. Now, the Rook has this trash song. I'm not saying the song's trash, but if they say the best song is Rook, because he has a whole high school that's not good. The people flush you out. Now we know who you are.
Right.
Then the committee chooses. You have to live with the results of the committee, because that's the only way you can do it. And it has to be a secret thing. You don't know who's voting for the Academy Awards.
Yeah.
You know how to get nominated.
Right.
You don't know who win. You don't know how BET picks the BET Award. They don't pick them because of album sales.
Right.
They have a committee that chooses these people, and we were trying to go on those same platforms.
Man.
So how did you get involved with the awards? Was it through 561 magazine?
That in the cipher.
So there was a cypher in the first one?
No, the second one. Yeah, the cipher's how I got involved, because I had to figure out my way. Because Lauren had his own thing, and we used to hustle. We were like, well, how can I get involved?
Right.
Well, we had the magazine, we the cipher, and we just put it together.
And the cypher made it.
Cypher.
The cypher that took it to another level. But again,
Yeah.
that's partnerships.
Yep.
We all found a way to work together. And we never ever still Lowron never tried to take credit for anything, but we always gave credit to each other for it. We worked together to make the awards come together. See, that's how we work. That's why we're still here, friends and buddies and stuff like that.
Right.
We
never crossed the
we
line.
never crossed the line.
You
Nothing.
got that? Well, you take that, I take
Yes.
that. And it is what it is.
Hey,
I don't care what you got
He
to
came
do.
to me with the idea, so Lowron, I don't want nothing to do with it.
Just run it.
You do it. His money, his driving around, his gas, all that stuff. That was all him.
And I think
And never came to me and said, Rohan, let me get $10, let me get this, let me get that. That's how it worked, bro.
we seen the momentum with the videos. You seen where, I guess if you want to use the word viral, you saw
That's
the
when
traction, the
yeah.
comments when you was putting 5-6 artists from one city repping, man. That was amazing.
All the girls together, all the dudes downtown together, Rivera together, Delray together, Flint together. It kind of made everybody just,
Now watch this, right? So you always hear the criticism of money being involved so much shape or form, right?
Right.
Ask anyone if Lowron ever took any money from being a cycle. Never, right? Now, if at the time we were smart and thinking capitalism and all this
back
stuff,
then.
Yeah.
we would have charged them
everybody.
for the exposure they got for being in them ciphers.
Yeah. They wasn't getting on their own.
Right, and guess what we could have did? Continue the awards, but we had money to put back into it. But we were just trying to do stuff from
See,
the emotional standpoint of helping the city out.
a lot of what we did back then, we didn't get paid for it. And it kind of messes up because now it's more like, I need 5,000 for this music. I'm like, well, we get the money from.
Yeah.
Then before we started making real money, obviously we were like, man, the work coming along, like, I need a sponsor, we should sponsor them. And everybody don't want a sponsor for the logo, and he's scrapping it up.
Yeah.
And he's taking the L's every year, and nobody ain't say nothing.
The artists, to the point, right? So we were having it at the club. So my vision is, you watch TV, you see the BET Awards, you see that stuff. If you want to take your event to the next level, now for me, I'm also thinking now business sponsors. I don't need sponsors for this. I think my first year I did have some sponsors like Hypnotic and so forth. So the majority of the bills were covered by that. You know where you make the money? Paying for the club, all the stuff, sound, like all the stuff I would pay for by a couple sponsors of money, which a lot of people didn't know about that stuff. how you get sponsored, right?
Right.
I said, you know what? Again, out of my pocket, I need to upgrade this award show so people could take it seriously. Dress up instead of going to the club and I said, I took a bitch to the convention center.
And that's what I remember. That was lit.
Convention center, bro. 7 bands just ran it.
Yep.
I asked one of these artists, if I asked, hey, did I ever ask you $30 million?
No,
Did I
sir.
ask you $30 million?
He paid you.
See?
He paid you the host.
So watch
I
this.
defended you in the first episode too.
Watch this. I paid you the host.
Yeah. I knew y'all was spending money.
Exactly. So again, no benefit for us. I'm losing money, but we getting criticized. Even I think a couple of years ago I called Rohan. I'm really wrong. We talking about we should do the awards. It was going like, we was like, we wanted to do it. We was like,
It's a good thing that y'all didn't charge, because it says more about y'all value as people today. That back then, that even though in hindsight you can look back and say, well, you could have charged
We still wouldn't
capitalist
charge,
approach, the fact that y'all didn't do that.
I wouldn't charge now either.
Yeah.
What we do though is if you want your brand or your label to be more a prominent piece, that's usually what we still wouldn't charge an artist to be in the workshop. But that's not good.
Yeah.
That's nefarious, yeah.
Man, that's what's up, man. That's good. Some good history. So, was it 3 years? You did three annual award shows?
We get 7.
Yeah.
It was 7.
It was 7.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. My bad.
So name them all.
We went, I think we did Phantom twice. Then we went out west on Jog Road to
At that club by that the Haitian restaurant,
right?
we had to listen to
behind me, because you know we always wrestle behind me.
because Triple J and J Red performed, right?
Right, we did out there. Then we came back because Phantom had closed down. They turned into a dental, into a plaza. So we did the club across the street. There was a Hoye club right across the street from Phantom. Right in the same club.
I remember that.
Right, and then we did 3 years. We did 3 years at the convention center.
Damn.
Yep.
I think
My bad. I slept on the legacy of the Palm Beach Awards, man. So I'm thinking 3.
7 years.
Wow.
It was so funny. I was cleaning out one of my boxes. I found a magazine, and it said 2010 on there. I'm like, don't train on the front cover.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, and 12 years already.
Time.
Yeah.
Wow.
How old are we?
I'm old now, boy.
Yeah, we up there. But yeah, I think it was 7.
Yeah.
Wow.
7 awards.
Back 7 years. And so what? So now 7 years. So what made you? Okay, now what makes you wake up and Laurent? What makes y'all wake up one day and be like, you know what? This ain't even worth it no more. Like
Last
what
one.
really?
The last one I'm talking about, again, you know me and bro, when it comes to events, and Ron will tell you,
Mhm.
I want everything to go to perfection. I want everybody to be happy. I want everybody to be good. And I think it was, I seen some dude outside arguing about, I think it was Psycho had won like best producer. And the dude was like visibly upset, like he was mad that he didn't win. And that's when I said to myself, you know what? He was like, yo, y'all rigged the awards. I'm like, I'm looking at the books. Everybody's good. Everybody's taking pictures.
Yeah.
Everybody's doing this. But I'm looking at, I'm about to lose about $5,000 because it looked good, but we're not making no money. You know what I'm saying? Something like, at that point, I'm like, you know what? This is going to be my last year. I can't be putting out money for people who are not even
I think
acknowledging anything.
a lot of artists forgot the human factor of doing business. I was back to business because I keep it to my element.
Okay.
Rohan's nice with the business.
Okay.
He'll take the loss. We all take the loss, but you gotta look at it from, I take the loss every year almost. At some point, my regular life, my new ventures gotta come to play.
Right.
And that's when we more like, it ain't worth it for him to do it. I'm like, bro, you could, we talked about it a couple years ago, we're like, shit, like, man, temperature not right.
Yeah.
A lot of artists got into jail, a lot of artists not around anymore. The new guys more internet, so it's more like, it's a new era now.
It's a new era, man. We needed a whole different team to
Yeah.
kind of keep it.
Yeah.
It might not even be beneficial for anybody else, because do y'all even know what's going on
I mean,
in the music scene?
I keep up with some of the young people, but the game is different. They don't value, see, our generation valued the award show.
Right.
This generation is not valued. Like, if you try to do it, it'd have to be the new Fat Boy, like, those people do exist. But who's the new Rohan that we can go to and say, hey, we started, you could be the new host, you can be the new owner. Like, how would you find those people that, the credibility of it? Because we're from different generations.
Understood.
But who could probably say, Marine TV, for instance,
Yes.
he's a good platform. I watched him grow that thing.
Yeah, I seen him
So
too.
look at Marine. He's somebody possibly that can do it. But the truth is, do any of you guys know in person to say, okay, he'd do it like Rohan would do it? That make sense?
We've done work together, but I was on that
That's
level.
the episode. That was the
It's
question.
like who could pick up where we left off and be like, and you know it's gonna be fair.
Is that format even appealing to them?
Exactly. No, anybody would love an award show because they love to dress up and do prom and all that stuff. They love doing that.
Right.
But it's the integrity of who could be the new voice and be like, okay, you know what? I'll take on the financial responsibility and keep it fair. Because one thing Rohan did do is keep it fair.
And to the financial.
And to the responsibility.
Big time.
It's like, who would take that?
And
In the new
another
generation.
another thing too is what we're getting to is people look at us like they're looking around and say, okay, like we call us the big dogs, right?
Yeah.
We don't think that at all. I'm gonna tell you why, right? We can't sign anyone to a deal. We can't get you a deal, right? So saying we're the big dog is like, the phrase is good, right? Momentarily, but in reality is we need a bigger dog or more big dogs who can really make those moves to be present at the award. That's what we're trying to do. So if we had the sponsors, right, we could go get, back in the time when A&Rs were really prominent, go get the main A&R from Sony, or get the main A&R from Death Jam and have them involved. So if they're seeing all the talent, maybe they'll pick one or two or three out of them. Damn, we came to this award show and this what we saw, right? But we didn't even get there. Because again, you need those sponsors, you need the artists to be above and understand what we're trying to do, so they'll see the bigger picture.
That's what I want to go with. Let's say the top 5 artists back then. I don't want to say them names.
All right.
You know, back in the promo tours around Florida.
Yep.
It became a point where every artist in Palm Beach had a label all of a sudden.
Yep.
So if you was hot, your label did not want to work with this person. I told the top 5 dudes, hey, y'all will never blow at each other because Palm Beach is a system of, I'm gonna keep it G.
Let's do it.
Drug dealers and street niggas ran the city. If you rapping about all this money, guns and killing, and then these drug dealers looking at you like, more stop. You never had your city because you can't fool your neighborhood. If you wasn't authentic, you were not gonna go in Palm Beach. And 95 of the artists that were street was not authentic. Like you knew what Toe Down was doing. You knew what G-Boy was doing. It was evident.
Yeah.
The people after them, like you and Murdoch, like you know certain people that they were street. But I knew all these people, I knew the new dudes. And the younger dudes that came after them, they were more internet savvy, but the music did not correlate to what the streets knew about them. That's why you notice RP Money Mitch, he was going to be the next one that went because he was authentically in the street still.
See, I learned about him when he passed, unfortunately.
Yeah. He was
my Facebook and Instagram just lit up with people, but I didn't know of him until then.
in the streets and the internet. See, in order for a person from Palm Beach right now to blow up, whatever you're rapping about, I don't want you to be about it, but you have to. And then the internet gotta love you. That's why Soldier Kid from Delray, he has the internet and he's still out here doing his little thing, you know what I'm saying? We got Psycho, who's really the all-around artist, but the marketing, I mean, Psycho had come about a long time ago, like, it's the marketing has to be larger than life because he's larger than life. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's so, how do you put this, he's too good for Palm Beach. That's a crazy way to say it. He's too
Why
good.
is that, when you say that, is it the kind of music that he makes? Like, I noticed we talk about the street rappers just now, you're bringing up street rappers and they got the success because of the music matched the image. But I feel like, you know, I granted that I know a lot of artists, but you think that's what our sound is? Like that, that's what the typical person thinks when we think Palm Beach?
I'm gonna keep it 1,000. You look at Young Bands. 3 years ago, he was the hottest dude from Palm Beach because he had a marketing plan, but he dropped like I think 7 videos back. Like Hookman was doing the visuals, Hookman and someone else doing the visuals. He was almost out of it. Almost. I mean, he took Joint, Delray, Palm, Revere. He got them all. He had it all. Something happened and he had to shut it back down.
Okay.
It's coming back down. But Money Mitch, for some reason, had them all. And before he died, he was really about to go because Lil Baby was actually on the way to sign.
Oh man.
So
Unfortunately, rest in peace.
Yeah.
So that's when I go back and I tell him it's a curse.
no.
I told him it's a I told him it's a this how before we even did the podcast when we was talking about, I said it's just a curse.
I don't think
There's
so.
been too many people that was right there and then nothing.
But you gotta look at it this though, man. Let's be real. Other than Kodak situation, right? Palm Beach blew Kodak up. Nobody wants to admit it.
They brought this the
I
first
thought
time.
it was you though. To be honest with you, I didn't know Kodak until
Raylo, 30 DJs,
okay.
and Spotted from Broward.
But can we take it back real quick? So the conversation before you said that was that was said before. The 3 people said that. You're the third, and they said that Palm Beach show more love outside of. We show more love. We're more of a fan than.
No, it goes back to what I was
You're
saying.
talking about outsiders versus
No. It goes back to being authentic. All right, you look at a promoter, right? I'm a promoter out here, right? They call me Diddy, all the fun names in Baltimore.
Yeah, I think I gave you that name too.
You did.
I think I got to.
A lot of promoters don't live my lifestyle.
Right.
So y'all not gonna believe it though. See, Rohan lives. See, we know Rohan's corporate life. You know how Rohan lives. You know how I live.
Yeah.
I'm out here with everybody having fun and doing my thing.
Right.
A lot of artists are not living what they're rapping. I keep saying this. 99% of rappers are not living what they're rapping. And then the ones who are rapping ain't good enough. It ain't no curse. It's just it's a matter of marketing.
Trip wasn't good enough?
Trip was too good. Trip was ahead of his time. Like you gotta say that he was so right now, who could out rap Trip? Nobody.
I would think I would think
So
he still is.
21
that
Reese.
title.
What,
Not
21 Reese wasn't good enough?
Nas he had no marketing. Y'all keep forgetting marketing. Cause I'm gonna give her an example. Y'all know the artist called Polo Don, right?
Yeah.
Alright, y'all know we signed him 2.5 years ago, right?
I don't know how many years it's been, but I know I seen with you.
Dollars and bills.
Yeah.
Me and AD was trying to pop him like crazy during the pandemic. We were losing so much money. And I said, AD, man, I'm gonna tell you the truth though. We gotta go back to that Kodak marketing. And he goes, fuck. And we did it. And guess what's the hottest song in the club right now? The hottest song part of the Florida rap right now.
Is it? Mm-hmm.
You know why? We ran that same Kodak marketing. And we laugh about it right now. He's in prison right now, but
Yeah.
we're laughing about it because we were like, we didn't want to do that same marketing with Kodak with Polo. It worked.
Or Free Polo. Who is AD?
And he from what?
When you say AD,
Dollars and bills.
Dollars and Deals, what
Yeah.
does he do? Who is?
He said Ace Hood,
He did Ace Hood,
Kodak.
45th, and now Polo.
Okay.
So his track record is 2 for 2 right now, but 3 for 3. Ace Hood, Kodak, and when Polo comes out, it's 3 for 3.
All right.
So I hate to say it, the formula we have works. So I tried that same formula with a bunch of Palm Beach artists, but the number one problem right now was money.
They what? Say that again?
Not enough money in the budget.
Here's my impression of the whole thing.
That's why marketing wasn't.
I believe that you can't be relying on your hometown to make you grow. Because we don't take each other seriously as that if you're seeing everybody daily. If I see you daily, if I see you backward daily, every time people see, if they could touch you, bro,
Yeah.
you're not nobody.
Right.
It's not because you can't rap or you can't sing, they could touch you. So it's like,
Yeah,
That-
special.
I would hate to say that's not true. I'm telling you it's marketing. Because you have to understand, peace needs to keep it. Rest in peace, Cook 'em Up. When Cook 'em Up started taking the boys to Tallahassee, Orlando, them boys taking off. Right before he died, they was about to make it again. They was about to rap, but
Hey, every example y'all get, somebody go to jail,
No, but what you said though, you said you're taking them outside. I'm saying,
No,
Yeah.
but it starts here though. The problem is, they don't get hot enough here, then go next door. See, we had a formula where we said, start in Palm Beach, bubble up,
Right.
Port St. Lucie, Orlando, Tampa, Naples, Jacksonville, Tallahassee. It works every time. The problem is, most artists that we start with run out of money by the time we get to Tampa. Cause see, now you're spending real money, and now
What's real money?
you're spending about $10,000, like $5,000 to $10,000 in every market. Remember now, these are street rappers, they get in day to day.
Yeah.
So they don't have an AD that has a budget to say, okay, if we're gonna spend 100 bands, we're gonna spend 100 bands.
Gotcha.
And that's what it takes. You can be an internet sensation all you want to, like a couple of dudes from Florida, they gone now. They gone. They gone from last year, year before.
Right.
And look who's still relevant. The people who actually put the work into the marketing. Because I hate to say it, the whole thing, we ain't paying DJs. I'm gonna address that right now. We paid almost every DJ that was major, and it made the smaller DJs jump on. I got receipts. You name a DJ in Florida that was somebody, you got paid to play for them. See, you can go around the game all you want to. It's like a chick. If you want to fuck, you gotta do something. Take it to movies, you gotta buy some food, take on a date. So we did all that. And got our results. So we ain't mad.
Outside the city.
Outside the city and in the city too.
But even inside the city, again, it's not understanding business because even a lot of us club promoters, right, would get pushback because we're telling our DJs, bro, don't play all that local stuff in here because our job is not to break local artists. Our job is to entertain the crowd.
Well, see, hold on. See, people have to remember now. We keep saying this. If you're a rapper, why are you going to Rohan about your music? Rohan's not a promoter for artists. You come to LeBron or you or Drego or somebody, and we start you in a strip club on the slow down sugar daddies. Both fingers. We start your song out when everybody is chilling vibing. And then we grow it into the IMAX and loft type clubs. And they'll tell you, IMAX will tell you, you get to the strip club, then make it back to me. Niggas get mad. But that's how Mike Jones gave us the formula.
Facts.
But here's the thing too, you also have to have the song because again, remember, you had songs from what them songs always Toe Down had songs in the club that we didn't have to go for it. He sprayed it one time, the people, the band, G-Boy.
Well, G-Boy went to every club himself.
And G-Boy worked that right there.
G-Boy worked that record.
I think, he worked that right there.
The fuck out there.
He built a good relationship, too.
See, like even with Psycho, with trap scene.
Club scene?
Club scene. No. It's a Psycho song.
Oh, Psycho. Okay.
Yeah. He and Sugar Daddy, they made that song the hottest song, then Flash, then Playhouse, and Psycho was out of there.
When you say, is that enough though? Like if I
And
get
what
up at this
happened?
club, yeah, like what?
He became a household in Palm Beach, but marketing said he was supposed to go next door to J-Dot, and the Western Boys of Port St. Lucie, Fort Pierce, and keep going, Cocoa Beach, keep going north. A lot of them did not know how to do that. And then it comes down to where you gotta find out who does that. You could call Ray Low, call LeBron, because we was really out here doing that for everybody else. But like I told you, we'll get the cocoa, they get hot up there, they get the shows, we get the Tampa, the money start up in front of the game. And then no one makes it to Jacksonville without asking. So by the time you get the loose kid needs his bread. DJ Dent needs his bread. DJ needs his bread. So artists were making it past Orlando with us because they couldn't afford it. And them dudes don't owe us nothing, so they ain't giving us nothing. So it ain't that nobody couldn't blow, they didn't have the money to blow. And the ones who had the money didn't trust you to spend it. I know 4 rappers right now still spending money in the club, still rapping, ain't getting nowhere.
And if you ask him for the money,
Oh my God, hell no.
it's like come on,
trying to rob me.
show me some love. You know, you're the wrong. You're supposed to work for
My price
free.
is
You know what
so
I'm saying?
high, I don't want you to call me. Because you're gonna run out of money and blame me why you didn't grow. So therefore, I made the price so high to where if you can afford this monthly price for 6 months, you have money.
It still don't make no sense why nobody in the marketing, from my perspective,
They want to pay.
they're outside of the money. It ain't.
It is.
This market is not a virgin market. It's known.
You're going around the block though.
Listen, I've been in every meeting with every major label. They know. They know.
You have to get hot in Florida.
And then what?
See, and get rich. Rodway, Hot Boy.
They all on labels.
No, before the labels.
Never heard of it.
Came
Watch
here.
this.
Never heard of it
10
before the
shows in
labels.
Palm Beach.
Listen, Ron Label
Milton.
Ron
Listen,
Label
Milton.
here. He's
Suave was
yeah.
doing that
He's
same thing.
I can say
Triple
that.
J was doing that
No, they
same
was
thing.
not. No, they was not.
Soulja Kid was doing
No,
that same
they
thing.
was not going and paying these people this bread.
But I'm saying they was getting show money.
They was not getting. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm being real with you. The game was different when Trip was doing his thing. It was a lot of competition. Trip was already in with the labels, so therefore he had to go big. Like I told you, he was ahead of his time.
Triple signed Def, wasn't he? He was signed Def South.
And when he came back, once you go up that high, bro, even Trip will tell you, you know what the game is after that. They blackball you, they play with you, and everybody ain't gonna take a second chance with you, bro. These young dudes who right now, like for instance, the blue collar, they need to be snapper tags. Like the blue name now, the blue kid. I saw him perform the other night. He's one of the young kids that can make it, but just like you said, the city won't get behind him until he do the marketing, because he can rap, he can perform. But if Delray, Rivera, Boynton Beach, Port St. Lucie, Bellevue, Lake Worth, gonna go behind.
What kind of music is it?
It's rap, it's street music. It's the auto tune, all that stuff. It's stuff that's in tune right now.
So
You need marketing.
my perspective, the music that we think is supposed to be Palm Beach don't represent Palm Beach.
Music is universal now. There ain't no Palm Beach sound anymore.
Palm Beach got an image.
It's dead.
They got every region, every market, every city have a voice.
Okay, so
So the voice that we experience in Palm Beach is not sugar daddies. That's
gone.
a tiny percent, and that's just a metaphor.
That's gone.
That's a tiny percentage. So all these artists, you so deep in it. This is your cloth, your texture.
Yeah.
You know it well, but you know it so well that you can miss the conversation outside of it. Palm Beach will represent this
see.
in its reality. When people really think about Palm Beach, and this is somebody who left this, they don't know this place. The body don't know it for what we be trying to push. A Triple J was supposed to go. A more lyrical Van Damme, One Hot was supposed to go. A Tweezy was supposed to go.
See, you're looking from a rapper standpoint. You're not looking from a fan base standpoint. Fans don't care about lyrics all the time, bro.
Where the fans at?
The fans are.
Can any of them pack out a club? Can you book somebody right now from Palm Beach and know that you finna? No. So where they at?
I'm talking about the fans.
To that point, and when you look online, they got 300, 400,000
What
followers.
fan?
But listen what I'm saying. Listen to him.
But that goes back to what I'm saying. Okay. Where's the marketing for the song? How do I know you have a song? How do I find your song? You're gonna drop it on SoundCloud and LeBron supposed to go on SoundCloud everything like, oh, people on these, someone fuck with you.
How everybody else doing
It
it?
brings me back to my.
That's the
How
problem.
Glorilla did it.
Online.
And,
No.
and
Hold on.
one clip out of here.
No, see, you're wrong. She was on tour for 4 to 5 months before you seen her. You seen after the clip went viral because of the hardware she put in before the clip. See, y'all.
But everybody in Palm Beach don't win a hundred tour.
No.
Bro, you go back to TJ. I've been seeing people grinding 8, 10, 15 years.
Let me hear your point, Rohan. I
Miles.
want to hear Rohan point real quick.
We gotta bring it back to reality though.
Okay.
The reality is there's 100 million rappers in the world in Palm Beach County. Sometimes it comes down to you could put $2 million into your project. You can put $3 million in your project. Glorilla broke because she had that one damn song that went viral, and the dude signed her off that one song. She could have been a one-hit wonder. That's it. So again, it comes down. Sometimes it comes down to being
In position.
Being in position.
So is it that or the marketing? Because one side saying the marketing and the money, and then one side saying one side.
We used to be in the MySpace era, and we used to be in the Facebook era, and we used to be in the Instagram era. 2 years ago, we had to be hot on Instagram. Do you know that lady right now, if you're not doing TikTok, your album coming out?
And you see what this is what we just kind of was talking about here. Like
She
how you gotta be
got
on
on
every platform.
She got on right when they said, if you don't blow on TikTok, we is not going to sign you. And guess what TikTok did? Took all the work she was doing and she got into the right space at the right time. Caught on fire. Because you know why? She's trending on what's hot right now. The women acting crazy.
And then watch the price that all of us gonna pay for that.
We are.
Yeah.
We all gonna have to pay the price for
Yeah.
that format to get decided.
Yeah.
And you know quality.
Right.
You know quality.
Mhm.
You know quality.
Mhm.
Y'all giving people awards. I've gotten an award
Okay.
off of quality over what was hype.
Right.
So there is tastemakers. There's a
Well,
tastemaker.
we
there's
still took our
tastemakers here.
time though, but we still got killed for taking our time to awarding quality.
But you know, she went to some tastemaker thing in Georgia, and they told her, "Oh, that song ain't for the word." You know that, right?
Mhm.
I heard
She
something.
recorded. She
I
was
can't
the
say.
biggest coalition of DJs in Atlanta, and they tried her. So a month later, when that chick, she put that tweet out.
Yeah.
Hey, listen to y'all.
Yep.
That's why I said it's the marketing though. Cause see, you know what it takes. You think things would go viral, but they wouldn't go viral?
With Glorilla,
That didn't go viral. by
I-
itself.
no, it didn't. Buttons. Today, buttons could be pushed,
From behind the scenes, yeah.
and they can know you finna. They can know they finna sign you. They push a button.
Goes
The
back to-
algorithm, the spirit of the
goes
algorithm
back
will work in
to
your favor.
marketing.
Goes back to if the poison can be effective.
Okay.
If you can produce some poison, and if you can produce some sex, if you can
You
produce
said sex, right? For example, when Polo was recording the album, he sent all the songs over, and when I heard, I was like, whatever. I said whatever, and then I'm like, I like a Jamaican song, $2 song, whatever. And AD was like, something funny about that song, and then Polo ain't like it either. But we put that thing out. And when he performed it at the classics with After Money Bag Yo, I put the video up last night on my IG. And people didn't know that song, but they knew that song after performing it.
It's catchy though. It's catchy.
yeah, it's catchy.
But guess what?
It was the marketing of what he was saying, how he performed it,
No,
and who was artist.
I got to push back. That's what I'm saying. So take away that song, right?
Yeah.
Say you market another song, and he's pushing that song, and he performed that song. Would he have taken off
Yeah.
with the song that nobody vibing to?
You know why?
No, the word.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Hold on,
It's the catch.
Gimmick.
Hold gimmick. No, see, it's fun though. Remember I tell you, Gorilla was working hard before that, right? Okay. Did you know before the song came out, right? He was getting paid $3,000 a show.
I ain't
Then see, I'm there. We're going city to city before the album comes out. So when the album comes out, that song's on the album.
Where was he getting paid? What cities?
Orlando,
Where's he from?
Fort Pierce, and Palm Beach is booking him.
Okay, was he getting paid in Fort Pierce?
Yes.
Oh,
And then so much the police
That's
banned him. The police banned him. Yeah.
yeah.
Once you to the street in those certain areas, but you don't show here anymore. So remember, it goes back to what I was saying though. You got to be organic in the marketing. Everybody wants to go around the marketing. I hate to say it. And remember y'all said why the Palm Beach never blue?
Yeah.
That's it right there. The marketing. Nobody wants to spend that check the right way. And then y'all
spending money
labels.
in Palm Beach.
No, y'all spending y'all way that. See, you have to understand. I don't know how to record on Pro Tools, right? I used to use Cubase. Then Pro Tools took over the game.
Okay.
Right? Say marketing. At one point, it was MySpace, then it was Facebook, and it was Instagram, now it's TikTok. I hate to say it. In Florida, we're still on MySpace when it comes to marketing for street rappers. That's why Miami has all these cocaine rappers that can't load with all this money. That's why Broward got all these juking rappers that really can't load because they don't want to spend the money. And in Palm Beach, these boys is loaded. Boys is wearing
Cuban links.
everything. They have the money. For them to say, Rohan, I know you understand marketing. My budget's 50 bands. I need to take you to every market in Florida with the movers and shakers. I need a song in heavy rotation to where it's marketing and everybody else. You have to hear it. You're gonna love it.
Yeah.
We force it on you.
Yeah.
That's what we do. You think a rapper gonna say, I trust Rohan? Hell, they better trust me to do that wrong. That's why I always go to get someone outside the city to make it work. You ask Gorilla Goon, like, he was getting paid outside of Palm Beach, but wasn't really hot in Palm Beach because he didn't want to be here.
What happened to him?
He's still doing his thing in business, man. But what I'm saying is, he's a rapper where, because of street ties, he didn't want to be here. There's a difference. Some rappers don't mind being here. He like, Ron, I ain't lie to you, bro. I'm gonna kill off my doing a show here. So let's go out to the city. I'll take my 10th Avenue. And he was getting show money. So it goes back to marketing, because we went outside the cities and we promoted his ass so heavy outside the city that in the city, we didn't know he was outside the city. And that's the problem. Palm Beach wants to see you big here, then out there. I don't know why, it's weird.
We still don't have a reference of anybody making it without a label.
It's not going to happen in Palm Beach. Unless you're one of those other artists that have made, like those alternative rap dudes I call them, backpack rappers, that made a couple of guys, I don't know the name, but I've seen them. But for our street urban dudes that we grew up with,
Yeah.
I hate to say it, if I can't tell you what to do no more, because you ain't gonna listen, but I hate to say it, water bag ain't gonna do it. Because if you thinking Loose Kid won't blow you up, Dimp won't blow you up, Raylo won't blow you up, Jay Surefire and Tampa won't blow you up, yeah, won't blow you up, that doesn't blow you up, bring it back. Bring it back. But you so stubborn, you don't want to spend money on wearing chains.
Just asking though, what role do you think of just having a relationship play? If it's always about the money.
Bullshit.
Does an artist even need to be like, is it even worth trying to build a relationship? When you go into a tastemaker, a networking event.
I'm gonna keep it on God with you, man. Relationships gonna take you a long time. But I believe in bring the bag, hey, let's do a contract, this is what I want, and you can build a relationship after that. Because after that first song, it might not go. Like Rohan said, that one song might not blow. But the relationship now, when I come my second song, you fuck with me. So now the price ain't the same. You might get it for free ski. But initially, I don't know Rohan's a rapper. I don't know Rohan's a rapper. But I know Rohan. Oh, Eric said he's a good rapper. I'm gonna play his song every night in a strip club. That's like, oh, Rohan, here's a box of flyers, go put it out for me in Tampa. Oh, Loose Kid, I'm from Palm Beach. I know the one Rohan. You need to play my song. You know how big FAMU is? That is the mecca of new music in Florida. Orlando. You get Orlando, Palm Beach, and Tallahassee, the hottest in Florida. But, like I said, y'all want to make it about politics and all that other stuff.
It's not really. Like you said, it really comes down to money, right?
That's all.
It comes down to
And a song.
money. And you gotta understand that you don't owe me a favor and I don't owe you no favor, right? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's work. I'll give you an example. It's probably like, I really don't do like the street team promotions, like no more, like go out. But when I'm doing my events, like, and I'm going with Z, I'm going late night, busting down cars or flyers. I'm still doing it, bro. All my events, jobs,
Old school.
I'm still going, putting in the car. And we doing it different now. We get chased by dogs. You get up in the morning, there's a flyer in your car. Early morning, we doing that. Z
was built different from the marketing.
Right.
When you
So
talk
we're
about
still
marketing
doing it
and
now.
promotions, that's a different cloth right there.
That dude Z, I ain't like give me prop. That dude made me a monster, man.
Yeah.
I got 90% of my marketing game and theories. Let me see, I'm gonna keep my dog.
Me too.
So like, just Z one of my partners in the job place, right? So now, and Z is the one setting the routes. So again, I'm not like you said, I'm a little corporate. Z is street, Laurent the street, whatever. So I decided to go try it out. Bro, we in neighborhoods, putting cars, right? Some dude called me. Remember the dude that used to promote with us, Fasten?
Yeah.
I think his brother called me
Yeah.
a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
It's like, I want to put out $5,000 of flyers in Palm Beach for a talent show.
Yeah, you told me to.
You know what I told him? I said, if you want me to do the flyers and social media, it's a minimum $1,500. Now, guess what? I know he's gonna say no.
Why? 1,500? He said no to 1,500?
But
That's it. I'm a little surprised.
Like, this is what I'm trying to tell you, though. This is what Laurent is trying to tell you.
Okay.
They want the work, but they want it for minimum dollars, not realizing that $1,500, I probably make $300 because guess what I gotta do? I gotta pay everybody else to go past their flyer, and they're not gonna take $100 to walk in.
And you know, I wouldn't trust you if you told me a less price. I wouldn't even trust you. But for me, if you would have told me less, I wouldn't even trust you. I didn't like throw it in the
That's what I said. I said a minimum, right? And he said, okay, let me get back to you. Because I knew that's what he's saying.
I'm not.
When you step into somebody like LeBron, who know that it takes a lot to get, it's not just LeBron is calling all the radio stations.
Yeah.
You got an assistant, you got a person, you got a and everybody
He's
gets
moving that money around.
And the problem with us as people, and I learned this at a latter age, bro. Even all these times we saw doing events, and LeBron will tell you, we started getting money late because we were always too fucking nice. Trying to look out for motherfuckers to do this, and if we did it the same way, we would have been set, we would have been rich, because when we go to other people, you know what they say to us? This is our people.
And they don't play.
And they don't play.
That's it.
They ain't cutting no corner, they ain't doing nothing. But we trying to be, it's like, I was just, bro, Mirage, like, you're not Mirage. You used to see me at Mirage, like, that first Friday was packed.
You live there.
I lived there, I was on stage.
Yeah,
I was in there. That's how much money I used to walk out of Mirage on the first Friday with the club. Like
Gas money?
$600. But I was happy. You know why I was happy? Because I was just thinking about, I was on stage, I was doing my thing, brother. It's after we left Mirage, we split, and we started peeping the game, and said we're going to cut our own deal with these clubs. When we realized how to make real money. So it's the same thing with us. Now we're in a position where we actually gonna give you a price for you to say no.
No.
Because you're not gonna handle it, because it doesn't start with just me. Like, if you want to do marketing, but if you want to do real marketing, you gotta call newspapers, you gotta call street team workers, you gotta put time in on the internet.
Right.
That shit costs money. Motherfucker charge you $2,000 just to sit down and talk to them.
Yeah.
Repeat that?
People will charge you $2,000 just to sit down and talk consulting. Like, if you want to sit down and talk to me about my business and how I put these shit together,
Man, look.
$2,000.
Look here, look.
Go ahead.
And Roland being nice over that price.
No, I believe.
I don't know. I'm talking. So let me tell you why. Because when you get to this level, there's a certain guarantee I gotta give you. I gotta give you a guarantee. And if I'm gonna guarantee something, I'm gonna charge you for it. Because remember these coaches and programs that we secretly go to, they want 3,500 to sign up, $5 a show. I'm like, God, dang it. Online seminars, 25. Like, bro, the game is to be sold.
So are you still in music?
Yes, but without it being the public.
But you did take a shift.
Yeah, now I'm going to the label. I'm going to the label 100% because I stopped dealing with outside artists because I realized my name is attached to when I'm doing something with artists, and we're getting grown now. So if I know we're not going to win based on, like I said, go back to the budget. If I know you don't have a budget or label, why am I even trying to fake it to you? Because back then I used to think about it, how y'all used to think, get the fan base, get the I'm so deep in the game now, I know that shit don't work. I know that shit don't work. Because I can't pull up nowhere with you when most big time artists got a $50,000 chain on his neck, $1 million budget. That's what we competing against.
I understand that. I can
So
understand that.
that's why, at least with my record label, I know AD, whatever we gotta do, we're gonna do.
He also can make phone calls because of prior relationships. That's still actively in place.
But the one thing y'all right about is even with those phone calls, we still have to go the route of the numbers gotta be right, the people gotta like it, all that. We just force you to like it based on you know how to spend the money to make it like it. That's the advantage we have.
What he's saying is, like I said, AD, right? Say for instance, Lowron, he's got DJ Khaled on speed dial, right? When he called DJ Khaled gonna still ask him, let me see your Instagram.
Yep.
I'll give you an example. Some girl asked me to represent her, she's on the show, whatever, right? I'll picture her to be on the Chick Daddy morning cooking show.
Yeah.
The first thing the producer's asking for,
Not Instagram.
her Instagram.
Now it's TikTok too now.
Yeah, you just want to see how much engagement she has on her Instagram. But when she comes on that show, Trick wants to reach a new audience with this show.
Yup.
So he wants somebody that's already made. So even if you got an artist and you spending, they gonna still come back to. They want to see you already having a buzz, already established, already made. That way you just throw a little something behind you. You don't have to put how much money in you. Glorilla,
Right.
she took all.
And
So CSG came back and said, okay, let me sign you right now.
But Baby was the same way. Yup, he was doing his own little thing.
But a lot of people remember
They want you to take off first.
ESTG, right? Remember when he came, he was like, oh, he not gonna survive, he not gonna make it. Look at him now.
Yeah.
42 Thugs. They had to sit them over there with Moneybag, 4PF and all. Man, they dropped that bang Mars, man. They gone.
Yeah.
Because, listen,
Gone.
I was just watching the gorilla, right? I'm
Yeah.
like, bro, the first time I saw her when she had the new teeth.
Yeah.
When I went back to watch her video, I'm like, this is the same girl with the same teeth. You know what they did? As soon as they got a hold of her and signed up, they sent her ass to Columbia.
Yeah, they
Yep.
took that.
In less than 4 months from now, you know what's gonna do with her? She's gonna be thick.
Yeah.
Scary.
She's skinny now, and people sliding to make fun of how skinny she
They're
is.
gonna fix that.
They gonna fix that. They put that bag behind you.
See, you know how
Prophesize
Hey,
They put that bag behind you.
remember Palm Beach laughed at the City Girls?
I remember that was.
Yeah,
Listen, I remember that shit they came
I'm
to.
sitting back watching how they
It was
look
cracking
when
up.
they came. Now they love all of a sudden. I'm like, y'all love them faster than City Girls.
Yeah.
But when they came to Empress, they was clowning them.
Right?
Clowning the city girls.
Palm Beach has to clown you. That's when you know you're making. They clown Kodak. You about Kodak, the little spot over there on. They're like, who is legit in the club? I'm like, oh Lord.
Look, when Kodak, when Kodak.
Palm Beach don't like him, he about to
He's
blow.
at the Dolphin.
No. It's Kodak first big show.
Oh,
It was us.
Oh, bro. I'm telling you about that show. Probably sure.
That was the first. That was a.
This, I think it was Christmas. We had a party at Club Boca.
Alright.
Pro bono security, everybody robbed us. And I was snapping on Rohan Lowron, and I was like, yeah. So now it came an opportunity for us to book on that. I told ADA, which they call it. Remember, I'm in there with AD. We're making for that spot. I'm in there.
Right.
I need to look up on the show. I got $3,000-$4,000. You tell me like, Ron, you know what you charge me? I need $14,000, $15,000. I'm like, okay, no problem. He said, yeah, no problem. Now, I told Rohan, we're gonna do this show my way. I said, I want 100% control of this door, how we set this operation up. The day of the show, me and Bogart were counting $31,000 before the show even started.
Doing open.
Don't even open yet. Now, I done called the barricade man, I need 100 barricades. Cause I remember like, we never made this much money ever, in no club night ever. This is pre-sold now.
He sold.
So we get to the club, I'm like, Rohan, you go inside.
Online tickets when you say pre-sold.
Right, we ain't do it online.
You say
It's
online.
all hand.
This is
Street.
30,000 is
Street.
street. Hey, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, I called the barricade man. I said, we need barricade. Cause I already knew what happened now. I'm gonna get wrong everywhere. So that show was the biggest show of all of our careers. I'm the wrong telling you, but I'm not gonna say it. But let's just say
That shit took him on.
that took us to the next level.
We took him on though, because that was his first big show ever. And once he did it, we kind of went too far. Everybody seen how packed it was, the way he ran on stage, the video, all that thing. People were like, damn.
Yeah, I see.
Because again, General and Ron was the one who was doing interviews in his radio show.
Yeah, I remember that's where I started. There it is.
Yeah. But Kodak, right? Where you from?
Brown.
Where you broke?
Palm Beach.
That's my point. I'm kind of saying, when you're in your city, they don't never respect you enough unless you're outside of your city. So trying to blow here, you have to present the illusion that you're someone here. So when his city started, he went to Palm Beach and blew, then he started doing shows down there. Kodak is one of the reasons why they can't do shows in Brown. All the clubs are shut down.
So do you feel like we have a love-hate relationship in Palm Beach when we talk about the DJ, the promoter, the art? I feel like we got this hate though, like we're not collaborating
I'm gonna tell you,
as we should.
you're right. I'm gonna tell you why.
Like-
the artists have to be real with themselves. Stop thinking. Fat one, you stop thinking LeBron owes me something.
Mm-hmm.
LeBron, hey, this is what I'm trying to do, bro. This is what I want to do. What's the best they're gonna do it? Have that conversation. Stop thinking I hate you because your song, because Rohan didn't play your song tonight, or he played Eric B song tonight. Your song. It's a bunch of Kit Kat bullshit. Because if you go to Buddha right now, J Kush, Fabo, IMAX, J Dot, JT, what am I saying? Dirty DJ, Drego, and you say, let me play my song, they're gonna say, hey, bring it to me on this time with a USB, I got you. If you want me to keep it in rotation, okay, let's work something out.
Gotcha.
It's a simple conversation, but imagine you're a street nigga. you're in the club, play my song. That's not. It's
That
not
ain't gonna work
business.
like that.
It's not business. And 90% of artists feel like because Eric B feels that he's a rapper, I'm supposed to play his song. Eric, you ain't had a conversation with me. I don't know that you're hot. Remember that. Internet is algorithms. You may be hot in Delray, but a Palm DJ never seen you online because he can't even see you.
So does the promoter, I remember being around Z one time,
Mhm.
and there was an investor. And the investor wanted just to do a show. They don't know showbiz like that.
Yeah.
So Z got the budget and was like, hey, well, instead of getting this particular artist, we got locals in the city. You can get 4, I could bust this down with 4 or 5 artists and pack a club where it's like
Which is
15.
true.
I seen Z talk this in his prime, reach out to the artist, I can tell you like J-Red, I can tell you Suave, and I can tell you Triple J for sure. I can't remember the other 2, but I remember them getting a paid gig right here at Liquid when Liquid Lounge was around.
Yeah.
And to me, it's just like he was in a position where he could have easily said, "Let's get Ball Greasy,
Yeah.
let's go get a Iceberg or whoever at the time was popping." But he kept that money in the city.
But once again now,
Mhm.
Z's an artist promoter. See, me, Z, and Yumi were artist promoters. Rohan was not an artist. Rohan was an event. Me and Rohan argued on this for years. I was Rohan. He would do the big shit.
Yeah.
Now he is, we laugh about it.
Uh-huh.
If imagine Rohan was doing the Black Nick years ago, Jock Fest years ago. Before the group other dudes in the city was doing it,
Right.
he'd be 10 times way, because that's what he was good at. See, me, Z, and Yumi were the ones doing the artist thing.
Right.
But it's only 3 of us and it's 1,000 artists.
I feel like that's what's missing though. Like today, I don't see no local artists getting booked to perform at no venue or just even if it's for free.
He was the mixtapes, Hoodman Jones. Remember Hoodman for a while put a lot of dudes on with the mixtapes.
Okay, so here's my question, right? And I'll probably get a lot of that. Why? Why would I do that?
Why would you?
Yeah, why would I? What's the purpose? Unless it's for,
Jump in there. I need you to jump on that one.
unless it's for specifically for what my event caters to.
For the club.
I said I made the song.
No, am I booking for a draw to bring additional people to the event?
As an add-on.
Or am I just booking it because I want somebody to fill in? If that's what I'm doing, then okay.
Gotcha.
But I'm not booking it for you to be, because you're not gonna bring, just like Eric said, you're not bringing any crowd. That's what all the challenge of artists, right? I said, how about you do this? If you think, that's what we try, if someone was thinking about doing a show where every single artist, neither Ron came with this idea. Every single artist who wants to be involved in this big show, we're gonna give you tickets to sell. You keep half the money.
Yeah. Couldn't do it.
We'll spend the money for the building, but I'll give you 100 tickets. I'll give you 100 tickets. You pay yourself. No one wanted to do that. You know why? Because they know they can't sell 50 tickets. So why would I pay you to perform if you can't even sell 50 tickets?
And I'm thinking back off that,
The club night was successful though for this particular situation. Now, I can't say the artists were alone played the factor,
But Z went hard.
but Z went hard, like from a promoter's perspective. But it was nice to see from me looking right on the right hand side of him and say, man, look at them boys getting bread for doing what they do. You know what I mean?
I gave a few artists a marketing trip a few years ago. I said, look there, you might have to fake it to make it. Meaning, okay, hey, if you bring 50 people to your hood, you make a trip 200 people in here in the club. That's your hot. And I won't say no names, but it started working. So a lot of artists out there right now to this day, if you really want a mob that Kodak did, like Polo did, it can't work. You just gotta make it look like you're hot. Because I hate to say it, people believe what they see now. So if you can get you 50 people in your hood, and think about it, most street dudes got $1,000. Most clubs are $20 to get in. If you spend $1,000 performing in Orlando, Tampa, Jacksonville, Tallahassee, Palm Beach, Broward, you got 6, 7 bands,
Yeah.
you pay the customer, hey, I got 50 people with me. And you perform all those markets. You check that footage and keep making that footage look crazy, you might have bypassed the big budget spending plan because you make the illusion on social media and you pay all the blogs to put that footage up for you. You may trick some people.
Do I need to make street? But what happens if I don't make music for the clubs? let's say I'm more of a conscious rapper, or let's say I'm in an event that's not necessarily a club.
I can't help you.
Okay.
But I know for a street dude, if you could bring 50 people to a club in every market right now, and you record it and put it all along after every show, and then 50 dudes lit, I hate to say it, man, you could bypass the whole system.
But the question you just asked is how you applying that more than that genre. So that's what Ron is saying, that's what he do.
Mhm.
So if you do the EDM, the conscious music,
Yeah.
you have to find that community that's
That niche.
specifically in that niche.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you go to me and say, Ron, help me with that, and I say, yeah. I'm partly, because guess what? I don't know nothing about it. Now I'm just taking your money. And he's telling you, you see what he just kept it real.
Straight to the
That ain't my opinion.
I just gave someone
That's
a
the plan.
$1 million plan. Somebody out here try,
Hey,
because it's gonna work.
hey, and that's why we
But that's what I'm getting back to. You create an illusion
Right.
that you're bigger somewhere. You're never gonna create an illusion in your city because they know you. That's no harm. Like, I give you an
But
example.
should it be like that though? Like, should it? So that's like for me to see you and I embrace.
Don't you hear on social media? Fans are gonna love you more than the people that actually
It's a fact, it's reality. That's real.
Stop looking. I have to say, the whole rap game is an illusion. The whole thing is, everything you see on Say Cheese or World, it's all planned.
Where's Chris Brown from?
Rap come up, it's all planned.
Virginia.
Did he grow up in Virginia?
No, he did not.
I don't know his story like that. To be
But he
honest.
got a deal real early on.
What I'm saying is the people who are his core, I mean, also the majority of his core fans come from someplace else. You're gonna always get your core because they don't know you, so they see you as a celebrity. Me, I see you every day, E. I see Laurent. I see you every day. But guess what? I'm guaranteeing you right now, from all the work that you put out, somebody thinks you're a celebrity somewhere else.
Cause you gotta look at this right now. Like,
Understood. I believe that.
Ain't no way you're a Palm Beach rapper and you don't know New Era or Ray TV or Florida Rap come up. Like, all these blog sites are posting every day. And they're posting about everything. And say, gee, all the major labels, all the whatever,
They're watching.
They're watching all the artists on the platform. Why are you not on the platform? I'm giving you a free game right now.
Yeah.
Because I didn't pay a lot of money.
Hey, yeah, about the way, you know what I'm saying?
Even the platforms ain't even enough.
No, it's
You gotta have a minimum.
You gotta do
You gotta have a
something
minimum.
really
Yeah.
It's in air. Air is called marketing. Marketing is setting up plays to go into one direction, go up. And most artists don't understand marketing is why they're not growing. It ain't because you're not a good rapper.
It's called gimmick.
It's still not guaranteed.
It's called
It's not
called
guaranteed.
our lowest version of what could get through. And it's messing up the people who
That's
can
true.
actually see quality
But
that represents something luxurious.
no, it's not. I'm gonna tell you why. If you're in the market for those fans, this is when you go for those fans. The market that you need to be in is over there with the fans over there. So you talk about this market over here, and nothing with you. Go to where you need to be in the market.
I'm talking about this market because this market affects me too.
No, it does not.
So
No.
when it affect me, this is an example in relation to this. When the Palm Beach Wars was going on, I got different artists of the year. Something. It was an award for somebody that was just different.
Right.
Everything else was hood. I did not fit into almost anything. Just off of quality alone,
Alternative, right?
yeah, the best alternative
Right.
artist. But if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have got nothing. I only even got to participate and go to the next level because of what the Palm Beach Awards acknowledged, but it was more of a struggle because everybody over here that we say don't affect, it affects everything. The entire scene affects what we are known for here. When I leave and go other places, when they come back here,
You're right.
they think that every artist is just hood and street because they may feel what you do, the effects of your work and y'all working off y'all aggressiveness and it's spreading out. So the people who playing acoustic guitar, that's singing, that's doing Zumba, something different, won't get a chance.
But here's the problem though. You have to understand though. I keep saying this though. If you go to livenation.com, I know, think not
Okay.
Y'all are not networking with the promoter, the DJ, that bringing all these shows to them big them platforms that y'all be on. Y'all worried about this.
Oh, we need the bag, what you talking about.
No. Once again, see, you kept saying this represents everything. It does not, because when they did the Florida, what was that place on Southern Road, the fairgrounds?
South of the Fairgrounds.
Okay, the fairgrounds, Pompano Revolution. There's all these places where y'all should be networking with those promoters and those fans and those people. Y'all so focused on these people because you're from these people. Does not make you of them people. Like for instance, I've been labeled a hood promoter, right?
Mhm.
And Rohan said, "I'm walking with it." You send the emails or corp, like, but the appearance is, oh, around hood, he hang around.
Cause he hang around, yeah, got you.
Like, I don't sell drugs, but I hang around drugs. You know how they say all birds talk? Like, bullshit.
Yeah,
I'm not moving nothing. But I understand them. I could talk to a regular person because I'm from the same world. We come from the same place.
Right.
Just as you're from here, that means you deal with it.
Right.
Like you need to go and deal with the people that you want to be in life with. Like even with me, I've been in comments a long time doing certain artists. I stopped doing it. I said I'm not doing the artist thing no more. I'm just focused on polo, and after that, it's a wrap for me.
And I guess that's why OVO comes into play now.
Yeah, because now I'm looking pasta and burgers and wings now, and it's hard, it's different, but it's something new.
Every Sam.
Salmon too. I like it.
And how's that going? Like I'm seeing the promo, I see the karaoke night. It feels like every day has its own cadence. How's that going for you right now?
It comes back to what he's saying. I hate to say it. He might be right on this one. Because of who I am, my place gets labeled as that. Nobody wants to say a black man had a first time guy never owned a restaurant, had a restaurant for a year, and it's consistent. They're not giving the props that it should get because
Congratulations to you.
Yeah, that's
I know it now, but before when I first opened, I knew nothing about the kitchen. But nobody is seeing. Now everybody wants a lounge. Now everybody wants a restaurant. Now everybody wants. It's always been like that when we first started the magazine,
Right.
or the podcast. And we've always, me and Hookman always said we were trendsetters in Palm Beach. Now everybody wants to copy the formula we do. I'm watching every other bar and lounge in Florida that my homeboys are part of do copy the whole script. And I'm like, God damn it. But it's more like we're not getting credit for it. Like Taco Tuesday, we made it famous. We never got credit for that. Like General made Fight Night famous, he never got credit for that. You know what I'm saying? But the bowling alley, we didn't get famous for that. Like, we've done so much in Palm Beach where people feel like, I'm not gonna give Rohan his proper doing job fest. Now he got black men, people think about it, that's gonna be the biggest black picnic in the South. And
That's huge.
And people, because it's Palm Beach, people doing it, we're not from Miami, we would never get that credit. So you look at OVO as a restaurant / bar lounge, like it's not supposed to be there, but it is. In the worst location, but everybody supports it.
Right.
So I'm thankful and grateful to Palm Beach that they always support what they've done. You know what I mean?
And for the viewers, what can they check you out if they haven't? What can you give them the
Yeah,
location?
we're in the corner of Roebuck and Haverhill Hill. You know, and it's $1 Plaza.
There it is, folks. Make sure y'all check it out. The wings, fries,
Pasta,
Clutch.
salmon, everything.
clutch.
I'm
proud of you,
I'm waiting
man.
for Drake to pull up over there.
Huh?
I'm waiting for Drake to pull up over there.
Man,
The fake Drake? The fake Drake came, right? I was about to say, I could have sworn you had the fake Drake over there.
He came clutch already.
That's
Show
awesome.
something?
No, when he was talking about the different genres of people, like there's a big show coming out. Y'all heard about it? Lotus? January 7th, right? It's gonna be at Tennessee in Del Rey.
Okay.
Right? We got Ice Cube.
Oh, wow.
We got Bone Thugs. We got Lisa. We got 2 Live Crew.
Yeah.
But I guarantee you, when you hold that show, you're gonna see 70% white people and 30% black. Yesterday, I went to I seen a reggae festival. So I'm always going out there trying to pick, go to the events, see who sponsors the vendors for my events. You know what I mean? I went to a reggae show. 95% white people.
So
You know what? I seen Damian Marley perform. Same, almost
But
I
You
shot
see what I'm saying? So what Laurent's saying is,
you just
when instead of that's why when I did do the awards, right, and the type of artist you are is really the universally appealing artist.
Right.
In Palm Beach, you're a regular artist to the masses that know real music. But in Palm Beach, because it's hood, you have to be in an alternative category. But these idiots don't understand what you're really doing is real music.
but he forgot he bodied them boys on that Cipher.
Yeah.
Well, you snapped. You got that?
Yeah, that's just.
Yeah, I did. What? I don't be remembering myself. But I take responsibility for the whole.
But toe, I learned 21 Savage made a comment about Nas, oh, he's not relevant. And I'm like, damn, now I've been up for 30 years and you're talking about him, he's not relevant? I'm like, what? Like, I'm happy when they say F Laurent or don't forget about me, please. Keep saying something, because the day they stop mentioning my name, it's a wrap. So you understand right now, you need to figure out, okay, what's your legacy gonna be? Because remember now, if I start rapping today, based on how I know the market, I'm gonna blow.
Oh, I know you're gonna blow.
I'm gonna blow.
I'm gonna be mad if it's a stupid song.
Yeah,
too.
I'm gonna blow.
You say you'll be mad at
It's gonna be stupid.
But it's gonna be gonna blow on the market.
It's gonna blow too. I'm like,
So my thing about it is, you're a writer and you're an artist. It's just 3 minutes. Like I said, you take the next year or couple months or 2 months or next or whatever, and you figure out in 3 minutes what can you do to change your life. I guarantee you come up with a hit.
Yes.
Think of the right people.
Different.
But like the magazine, like you were saying, it literally will take me probably 4 days to do the magazine I never wanted to. I would type up.
And we're talking about 561 magazine, by
Yeah,
the
I would
way.
type up all the interviews, call D12 up, and he would sit up and resign it in 1 or 2 days. And I think, but it's not my passion anymore.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is, there's no limits to any artist that want to blow. It's basically you put a plan together and make it happen. That's what I do with OVO. Like every time one of the days is slow, I'm like, man, how do I figure this out? Because the people I thought that was gonna help me ain't helping me. And I'm cool with that. Because at the end of the day, my dream is my dream.
Facts.
And I've learned that no matter how long you've known people, how much support you think you deserve, nobody owes me nothing.
Word.
Nobody owes me nothing. Like me and Rohan, people don't realize the other day Rohan called me, Rohan, get your ass up and get this seminar with me.
Yep.
Drag me out of there. And I made some connects that want to spend some money with me, that want to put some money in over there, that want to do some other stuff with me. Because
Yeah.
Rohan was like, get your ass up.
Yeah, I called him. I'm like, bro, you heard about this conference?
Yeah.
Laurent said, listen, I got tickets, come on. Because again, here's the thing, because at the end of the day, I would want to see Laurent win. Because I know for a fact if Laurent win, I'm gonna win because I'm gonna come back.
But that's a beautiful thing too.
Yeah.
Not everybody feels that way, but
But that's the problem with our city.
Yeah.
No one wants you to win before they win. See, me, I don't care because here's for me is, I want you to win because I see the value in you winning. If you're winning, you have such a value. I'm gonna need you for something.
But see,
So I'm gonna help you in your lane get to where you need to get to. OVO needs to win. It needs to be that black-owned restaurant. But guess what now? I'm gonna do that I'm gonna knock it around. I'm always calling motherfuckers some sponsors. I can't call around sponsoring a black-owned business if the business is just threatening more and blah, blah, blah. I ain't got no money to spend.
Yeah.
I could call the bank, the truest bank, or the motherfucker that got the money because he has that escrow of cash that is used for marketing. So I need to make sure that, hey, OV is a big name, but Rohan said, guess what? Yeah, Rohan, I just give you the $1,000 to put my logo, just my logo. People don't understand. What we consider like a lot of money for big corporations, big companies, that's pennies.
right.
I'm doing this shit, man, bro. I could get somebody to pay me $10,000 just to have their logo on the flyer. So why would I want OVO to be on that level?
and that goes back to why don't you do hip hop awards when those opportunities are not going to be.
Yeah.
It's just a different opportunity now. It's like, I always tell people like, okay, I got 10 homeboys, right? I got OVO. That means that we possibly can have 10 OVOs. Because somebody be the marketing director, someone could be the banker, someone can handle the speech, but it all comes where eventually everybody wants to come to the table and say, Ron, like, hey, I got a sponsor for the event, Rohan, sponsor for the I know you're gonna do that. It's like Rohan as a flyer, send them over our parent.
So would you be okay if somebody were to come up to you and be like, hey, I want to bring back that award show, and you have an investor or a partner, would that be even something you would consider? If it was on different terms? Minus the bullshit that comes from artists and the complainers and the haters, et cetera.
No, yeah, I'll do it.
Okay.
But if I'm gonna put the work into it, that's gonna come just like I treat my other business. Like when somebody called and said, Rohan, see the celebrity basketball game, we want you to do one for me in Baltimore. What's your fee? My fee is $30,000. You gonna pay me $30,000 to deal with the headache and find the venue and put the event on and do all of that? Yeah, $30,000. That's my fee.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? Like with this podcast, God bless y'all. It goes to a level where, hey, Hennessy, that's sitting right there in the corner, just like Drego. I think these motherfuckers making them like 3 champs. They're paying them to have that shit sitting right here. This water bottle right here that you have sitting right here that you get tons of views when you're starting. Somebody gonna say, okay, let me replace this water. This is this flyer. This is $500 for this spot right here.
Yeah.
When I go to commercial or cut off, presented by, I need that money.
That's some OVO salmon.
Yes, yeah. That's where you want to get. That's where you want to get to.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
See how I asked you to do the backdrop?
Yep.
Now, granted, we're doing an interview. Now, I'm glad that y'all, not say y'all dumb, but y'all smart enough to say, Rohan, that's $100 to put it back there because you get it. But for me, I like it. I'm just being real. But that's what you're going to get to. And that's what I want to see y'all get to, because I'm going to call you after I get all this shit like, bro, how many views y'all get? How many stuff like that?
See,
That's what I'm going to call you about, trying to tell you how you can make money with your podcast.
100.
and I on radio was before the podcast thing took off. I on radio was doing numbers. Kodak, his interview broke when Jim looked at that interview.
Yeah.
That broke the goddamn machine. I mean, the system.
Mhm.
That's when we knew podcast was going to take it away. And all that went away because DJs all wanted me to pay them all this stuff. So we all of these Palm Beach County would have been the biggest podcast in the world right now if everybody was just been a little more patient.
It's not easy finding people to be patient, and that's why I think
But-
we got a unique situation here that, you know,
Yeah.
when you're working with family and people that believe in the vision and love the county just as much as you do in the music scene, I think that's what makes us
Yeah.
unique, and why we're having guys like you who took the time out to come and pull up. I know you got a lot going on. I was on the road like I was his manager.
Yeah,
he
he-
took that time out for me.
But that's-
Rohan took the time out for me.
That's
For
what you
us,
gotta do, though.
that's we greatly appreciate that.
Ron will tell you, like, sometimes you gotta be persistent. See, a lot of times people are like, oh, Ron think he's too big, I ain't gonna, you like, what? But
Yeah.
I hate to say it, not to say that's, sometimes you gotta do a piece like me. Because we got so much going on, and you know what? If it means that much to you, you're gonna make sure I come, I'm gonna find a way to make it. Like, literally, I had to like, put someone else in the kitchen, do this and do that, and I'll be right back.
I told him when he was about to look for a substitute, I say, listen, if we trying to do this right, we gotta make it happen. We get exactly who I want, even if we have to inconvenience ourselves first.
Right. Right.
So y'all
he hit you back again.
Come back to OVO and do it over there. So,
We was about to pull up. Don't think we would have pulled up now. We would have been mobile.
but that's what it takes. And that's the thing with this new generation.
Mm-hmm.
They don't work as hard as we used to.
Oh no.
Everything,
Nowhere
everything's
close.
personal.
Nowhere close.
Everything's
Yeah.
personal.
Nowhere close. And I want to talk to a Rohan now. I mean, now we're moving past the award show, Jaw Fest. It went from Black Nick to Black Luck, so that I can make sure the viewers know we're talking about the same person. So now, where are you now with events and what you got going on? Starting with Jaw Fest first. Let's throw that one out, because how many years has Jaw Fest been around now?
John is just going to be us 5th year? Yeah, 5th year.
5th year?
Yeah. Pandemic shut it down for one, so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 5th year. The next one coming up about 5th year.
Okay.
And everything we do, I've always tried to do is bring people into the city, right? So in learning to deal with various peoples, the politicians, the county, and so forth, in order to get any kind of support, you got to convince them that you're bringing people into the city, right? So Job Fest is one of the things where we want to unite, the Caribbean culture, and then also bring people into our city to show people that, hey, Palm Beach is here. So it's the award. We wanted to bring people into the city, so people in Palm Beach is here. And the same thing now we're doing with this picnic festival is trying to create kind of like a Essence Festival, Jazz in the Garden type thing in our city, so people can fly from all over the country to come here and enjoy a unique cultural experience. We want to do it typically twice a year.
Okay.
We want to do it Black History Month. We want to do it during June and Juneteenth, around Juneteenth.
Okay.
We all want to celebrate the culture. So
Perfect.
specifically designed, Black Love is specifically designed to celebrate Black history, Black culture around the two holidays.
Other eyes on that. That's good. I'm a politician.
And do you feel like you're getting the support from the city? Is it, or can you tell where your audience is coming from? Is it mostly Palm Beach or is it outside as well?
Well, surprisingly, so the first one, like Laurent told me, we've been doing events for a long time, right? We did a flyer and we just tagged a few people. The flyer went viral nationally, we got about 11,000 shares, probably about another 35,000 comments. Just people were just loving the idea of this picnic festival. We did it in Boydton. We actually stopped selling tickets. Laurent told me not to do it. We didn't listen. Stopped selling tickets 2 weeks before because I felt like people should be on top of each other. Like, you know, and the unique thing about the picnic is we tell people you could bring your own like picnic setup, and we had a competition. We had a nice picnic, and win money. Somebody won $500. This year we're upping it to 1,000. We're moving it because we want people to get that experience of being a real luxurious for Black excellence. We want to showcase Black excellence. You know, but I've been seeing you on Facebook, you're looking fly. We want you to come looking fly. We want you to come. You can dress like you're going to Wakanda. You can dress like you're going to, you know, shoot the ladies dressing, the night dress, sundressing. That's what we're trying to look for. So, moved to Boca. This year we added entertainer Kiki Wyatt to perform. We're trying to add some more people to host and audition performers as well, just fit the genre again.
Gotcha.
Just trying to make it, you know, like our own Essence Festival, but in a picnic class setting.
That's awesome, man. That's what's up. That's big to the city. That's big to the city.
Can I say thank y'all for y'all contribution, because y'all are definitely growing. This only the beginning, honestly. So we happy to be able to have y'all here at this point in y'all career.
For sure.
But even more, especially from the award shows, with sacrifices, you at your magazine, the things y'all did, because there's a lot of dreamers, there's a lot of passionate people who, what y'all gave to them for this entire lifetime, y'all have been highlights for a lot of people. Y'all made a lot of people, kids that are now adults, happy. It's people, they moms, they parents, they girlfriends still got these awards. They still got these magazine covers, these articles that they was a part of. So when me as a complainer, I'm gonna always be salty. I'm gonna always have an excuse for everybody who I feel did put in the work to get acknowledged and couldn't because of the, I want to call it the art of strategy. I'm not gonna even say the negative word. The art of strategy, which makes it a little difficult and competitive, but it do rob quality. Your art of strategy in some ways rob you of what your restaurant should be doing, because other people can see it and now they can take it, and if they have a little bit more money, can probably do more. So the art of strategy, while it's beautiful, it sucks. So when I try to take responsibility, or when we try to take responsibility for what others doing, because you know it's not just gonna affect you in that moment, you know it's about to shape the next 5 years or for everybody else that come along with it. So we do have to take responsibility for this to win, everything you do, this podcast to win, everything it do, your restaurant, everything it do, even when y'all sign with another ignorant artist. Which I like I've been hunting, so I get jealous here, so but what y'all, the goodness y'all do outside of what you're able to do as business people, that reward is way more than y'all can even know. And it's a sensitive county because we haven't all benefited from the wins.
Right.
And
That's
that bothers
that's
everybody.
Yeah.
A lot of DJs feel some type of way because they believe wholeheartedly. Our hearts been crushed because we see what's going on in other markets, and you have to say every market deserve that. It's not going to be good to not have that.
You got to look at it too from the standpoint of when dreamers are dreamers, like when the Triple J ain't gonna stop rapping for nobody. He gonna make music and be part of the music business how he fits, how he wants to. To any artist out there that feel like you didn't make it yet, and you can't make it, yes you can. You have to figure out, like I told you, take 3 minutes. 3 minutes is a hit. You have to figure out deep down inside the core values of what is a hit and make that fit to you. Because every artist can get in that booth and spit for 3 minutes and make something happen. Whether someone has to write the song for you, whether to get you an investor, get your credit right, and and fund your own record label correctly, or you can go out there and go sign to someone else who's doing it. There is a way to win at all times. That's why me and Hookman a long time ago, we said, he was arguing with me, and he goes, I won an argument. I said, you won, not really, because in my head I won too. So you don't really lose in life until you decide to lose. So any artist who feels like a model or a businessman feels like you really failed, you had it. You really just got to figure out how to get that next win. And that's what keeps me going. I could lose $100,000 a day, wake up tomorrow after I finish screaming in the shower and get back to it.
We built different.
Yeah, I'm about to say that.
Everybody ain't built like you.
Since I've known you, you've always been the way you are.
built
That's
different.
something I'm always going to respect.
Well, here's another thing to expound on what he's saying too, right? So again, we all started doing something, right?
Right.
Rohan was doing the open mic stuff, right? Now he's a successful businessman, right? But that all came from that took from the showcases,
Yep.
to doing the clubs, to getting money to do the clubs, to start your own tax business,
Yeah.
to start your own tax business, now open your own restaurant. What I'm saying to y'all is, sometimes you have to, again, I'm gonna kill my dreams. Find a lane that you know you're gonna fit in. Right now, guess what I'm looking at? Y'all done music. What I'm thinking broader scale now, you have a unique platform that y'all starting with, this podcast. It could be y'all shit to the $1 million. And if you figure out exactly where you're gonna go, exposure. You're telling somebody you're getting it, just the name itself, right?
Yes.
That could be your dream passage. Now, you start off with us. Imagine 2 weeks from now, you decide, I'm gonna find a way to get Rick Ross. I'm gonna find a way to get Khaled. I'm gonna find, no big Palm Beach.
Right.
Then I'm gonna travel. Because you have it. Everybody wants to get exposed to somewhere.
Right.
So now that's where your hustle gonna be. I'm not gonna rely, you're not gonna be, I have 500 Facebook followers. I don't know if you're wrong, but right? This podcast might do good for here. But where I would tell y'all to go with it is, let's think bigger. Because now exposure could be the next big shit. Right. That's where y'all still gonna be relevant.
And
You get what I'm saying?
to tap into what he was saying, remember I always said artists need to sit down with people who do marketing. See, Rohan was marketing. Rohan always told me go bigger, go bigger. I've already thought about, okay, y'all interviewing the businessmen and rappers. There's a girl called Chloe in Colorado. Interview her, she doesn't care. I can bring more female people. Interview a lawyer. He might be like, I'll pay to be on y'all show. I'll give y'all a check. But think business. Don't just think exposure for artists. Bring the artists, but there's chefs, there's cooks, there's bus drivers, there's school teachers, there's lawyers, there's doctors. They can help your show become bigger.
No, for sure.
Because y'all, like he said, use this opportunity if y'all want it to be something bigger. It's like, oh, yo, I'm rebranding it now to where I'm getting a new partner, and he's giving me these ideas of like, this would overlook for me. I don't know. You know what? I like what you think.
Right.
So
Right.
I started off like, shout out to General for putting me down with the open mic stuff in Mirage. Uncle Luke for the strip club. And Lex Promotions made Uncle Luke call me. You feel me? And me and Rohan did 313 for a minute, you know what I mean?
You seen a lot of titties.
What I'm saying is, you don't know who's gonna bring you to the next level of what you're going, of where you're gonna go.
No,
Like, I just sat on here and gave everybody a free game.
you sure did.
If you use it, you use it. But at the end of the day, don't say as a rapper, nobody wants to help me, or I can't. You know 1,000 producers, you know 1,000 studios, you know 1,000 songwriters. Pride stops us from asking for help.
That's
Ron will tell you, this is not just Ron, Ron will tell you. Like, pride, don't fail because of your pride.
No.
A lot of people that are sitting there going and fail and cry about life and say, hey, that's not, man.
But you know what? I mean, we did this over lunch. This podcast formed over me inviting my brothers, you know what I'm saying? Make sure they ate good and like, hey, I can't do it by myself. I got a lot of ideas.
Yeah.
I give you 120%,
Yeah.
but I can't do it by myself.
Watch this though. But you chose wisely.
Yeah,
You know where to go.
Yeah.
You ain't just pick.
yeah.
You know who's gonna do the work. You know who's gonna do it. If I got some names, you gonna be like, nah, hell
No, that's correct.
You got the right partners.
I'm gonna be real with you. Without Hook, man, I would have never had the success I had. We was arguing this one about the military, but I'm just telling you, without him, I wouldn't have had the success I had. And without me, he didn't have. I told him to go in the booth and just yell. And guess what? That I'm Hook Man Jones made us a lot of money. I said, he's like, what should I do? I just yell. It worked. So
He had this, the name big,
Yeah.
like Mike Jones.
yeah, so you need people.
You do.
You need people.
Yeah,
Like,
you do.
and I feel bad for a lot of people who don't have good people in their life. But I've been fortunate to where I got a Rohan call him once in a while. And Rohan called me. You know what I'm saying? Like, even his brothers, we argue all the time. But he knows after a couple months of us, I'm calling you back.
And you know what's funny? Speaking of Rohan, I met Rohan. I think he had an office in Delray at the time. I don't know how I got on him. And this is weird how life works. Somebody put me on him, but when I met him, he was just like, he had an office and he was doing events. But I'm like, I never seen the dude before. But I saw he had like a portfolio and I'm seeing monster checkers, like there was logos everywhere and just things happening. I'm like, damn. This is awesome for someone to be like him in the city who's making moves like this. Long story short, Rohan wasn't in the music side though. He was just doing events. And I remember like, hey, you ever gonna get in the music side? You'll be a beast. And he's like, I'm good where I'm at. And then I don't know how much time flew by, but I remember Rohan started doing events. And my first experience with you was TKO. You had the franchise boys performing. This is the era of tall tees and dickies. You know what I'm saying? I had the little hat words, maybe spray painted, man. And you let me open up for the franchise boys. And
I got charging?
Chill. But what are you talking about, man? Anyways, I remember getting to the door. And when you want to talk about like service, like I remember you made sure security came and got me to the VIP. I mean, this is my fat boy era. This is like young, and I wasn't hot in Palm Beach. I can tell you that right now. And secure. Hey, what you drinking, fat boy? Everybody in the bottles coming. Got on stage. Another bottle in my hand. I remember performing. You can go on. I'm performing with a bottle in my hand. You know what I mean? Because you just made sure I was good and represented, man. And that was my first. I don't even know if you can remember that, but that was like I'll never forget it. Because it's like that the hospitality and just you doing that. It just said, man, this dude genuine and he got love for the city. And I respect that, man. I just want to make sure I can share that with the world, man. Because I never forget it. And it just made me always respect. That's why if you would call me today and say, fat boy, I need something, you know I'm there.
And we always do that. We like you said, you're wrong, we still here. That's one of our things. We just want to make people feel. It was never about us, you know what I'm saying? We know that if we put out to the y'all, when we need something, it's gonna come back and it's gonna generally come back. That's why people just naturally fuck with us.
Yeah.
Because it's no hidden agenda. If somebody talk bad about people, right? Somebody come to me and talk some shit about LeBron. I'm like, I'm tell you something, bro. I don't know what you and him got going on, and that's y'all personal, and it might be true.
Yeah.
But I know this for a fact that when I'm dealing with this dude, ain't nothing. So I remember we was doing Club Booker, Club Pack. Hey, bro, your cut tonight, $12,226.55. and literally that money is sitting there waiting for you. No money missing, nothing coming up. You ain't even gotta worry about that. I would leave. I could get this man the other day. We were doing some transactions. Rohan says, "What? Can you ask Fat Boy to take your credit card or your debit card and put your PIN number in the account and take some money out?"
I wouldn't let my account look the same. I would.
What I'm saying, can you do like what I'm saying though? What nigga can you do that with?
I could do it the Fat Boy. He just wouldn't get it today.
Bro, take my credit card. Take my debit card. No, he told me come get his debit card. Go to the bank, here's the PIN number.
I mean,
That's how you want it. Real. You can't
You
find
got
that.
you still got the same thing. You still got the same thing.
No, he don't even there with me. We ain't there yet.
The last one is just
Certain people,
You just know that's the relationship.
Like for instance, my first experience with all that money was when I was working with brother Jimmy. Jimmy wouldn't come to the club, and we would count money. Me, JW, okay, JW get this, Ron get this, and Jimmy get this. And this is going on a year and a half almost. Every night I'm like, hey, you cut 7,000, I'll bring you a car, I'll meet you in the morning, 8,000, 5,000, never thought so. Because my philosophy always been like, if I can run for $1, you run for $1, I want to benefit you.
Mm-hmm.
And I still move off that. If I feel funny about you, I'm just not gonna do it.
Respect.
And that's how it's stable. Ron stubborn, man. I just don't trust you. I don't want to tell you that. Just don't trust you.
Respect. You just gotta find people to work with like that. So when you find those genuine friendship, those genuine relationships, people just want to see you win. That's how you gonna succeed.
Because you understand, like, we've been fortunate. Me, Rohan, his brother, I love from some certain motives, but God has blessed us for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So we always try to give. Rohan's always paying somebody. Like his brother, we're always paying somebody. You know, so but we work so hard. We always say, why are you working less than us? Work hard enough so we give you more.
Yeah, for real.
Cause I don't want to work no more, man. Like I don't want to work no more.
I hear you on that. I hear you on
People
that.
nowadays don't want to work. This pandemic done messed it all up. You got the bosses working out because we have to.
Yeah, that's real. Especially in that field, I know it's not easy.
People just taking whatever they can take from us now.
I think that's by design. People ain't going to work harder. They're calling it hustle culture,
Yeah.
and it's a pushback against hustle culture for whatever reason. But I've been hearing it, and I do get the exhaustion to where it's in us to promote the working for things, and it can kind of materialize where you working, but for what? If it's just to work for the money without a purpose behind it. So your work may just be for the material things. So as people come into purpose, y'all are blessed, like God around with y'all shotgun, to do things of service as leaders and bosses. While that advice works amazing for you, somebody that might be in a warehouse job, the hustle speech may just be exhausting.
Right.
They wouldn't even, it ain't even land right. And I don't say that to say your advice not good. That's amazing advice. Anybody should take it, especially if you're trying to get that money. It wouldn't work for me. It might not work for somebody who maybe the education level is only just to. The hustle mentality wouldn't work for me, because I'm artistically inconsistent.
And that goes back to the first thing. See, I realized something about you. You stopped yourself from winning. And that could be true. And because you're artistically like there, and they don't be Schwab. But Schwab had crazy business sense. Like he was one of my mentors for years. I learned more from Schwab in 4 years of college. You need to hang around with Schwab. You need to find a way. Because you're already artistic, but you need that business in you. Because no one's going to give you the business. Unless you get a good attorney or a good manager that wants to give you the game, you're not going to get it. You're stopping yourself by not having the information and the tools you need to win.
We building it.
Y'all about to say?
Not.
I can see.
For instance,
Yeah.
he'd be a perfect manager for you.
Yeah, he'll be mad at me though. When I say artistic,
But he is
consistent.
Yeah.
No,
I may not want to show up every day doing the same thing. I might want to do something for 3 months. Then the next 3 months, I might be designing kites.
But guess what? See, he's experienced in what you need. He's prepared his whole life has been doing it himself. And he's been learning as he's doing it. I don't know why this man don't have a record label full of people. I don't know why he don't.
He do a lot.
So what do you think I do? I learn from doing.
Yeah.
This man knows what I know. He might not want to accept it,
You got the spirit of the Rick Ross in you.
but he got it too though.
Yeah, y'all got it. Everybody ain't got that.
But you need him to manage you as an artist.
So, yeah. Wait.
He hit us with that.
To T Green's credit, T Green, he called me all the time. He's probably the most annoyed person with me. Because if there's a Lauryn Hill under 3,000 Sade cloth, that's the cloth I come from. We'll shut down before we conform to certain systems. Just like how your certain resistance that y'all may get may inspire you to go even harder just because it was a setback.
Yeah.
Y'all are tuned, and this is beautiful. Y'all are tuned to be able to maneuver in that way. If you like a butterfly or a bee, and you put here with certain mechanics, and there's an evolutionary path that don't necessarily fit your organic structure, you just not gonna really be able to operate in that way.
So what would it take for you to get that?
A lot have to change.
Like what? Name two things.
Well, first, the ignorant music.
No. See, you can't put yourself here. Take yourself out of here.
No, I'm there. Exactly where you said I can't be. A mind better than mine would have to figure out that he's exactly where you say he's not supposed to be.
Okay,
I'm gonna be there.
I'm gonna give you.
I don't got an answer, but you know I'm there.
I'm gonna give you an example. I'm not saying you have to move out of West Palm Beach or Palm Beach County at all, right? But the truth is, you're a show artist. You need to be on tour with certain people because you can get rich and famous on tour. That has nothing to do with Palm Beach at all because your music is that good. Your whole focus should be, okay, I need to be on tour with artists that are similar like me.
And you know you should be on tour with? Her.
Bingo.
That is a good one.
Now, ask yourself,
These are amazing things.
now, Fat Boy, if you had to get him on that tour, what would you do?
I'd get out there, man. I'd have to figure out who's the contact.
You gotta
You know what I'm saying? And I've been working on
You
that.
have three managers, you know that, right?
Yeah.
You just get the work. I get the work.
What is it for you?
Can I tell you, I've had meetings with every label,
I know you have. I know that.
and we were too good. So when you're told you're too good, keep in mind, I also had independent deals and situations. I haven't even recouped. So all the money that we did get, even they were stopped. So when I talk about systems, I talk about strong systems that can say no, and when they say no,
they kill the whole thing.
they kill the whole thing just from being too good. So where I'm at, it's not gonna sound the same because when I talk about the spirit of Palm Beach and what it may not be allowing musically, is because there is a essence about it that may say y'all think y'all are murderers and drug dealers and killers.
Eric,
I'm not that.
You know what I think you're saying?
Yeah.
And it's the problem. Keep saying Palm Beach.
No problem, bro.
That matters.
No, that's not.
No.
Y'all don't understand when I say it
For
matters.
you, this is what I'm trying to say. For us, yes. Your music transcends Palm Beach. It's not. It doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't stay here.
These personal opinions.
That doesn't matter. Your music is something that should be sitting down on with John Legend and you play that type of
Thank
music.
you.
Your music should be with her at the Jazz in the Gardens. It has nothing to do with Palm Beach. Palm Beach will love you after that. Your love will come from Palm Beach after that. That's where you're supposed to be at.
And I did that. And they end
Exposure?
up coming back here.
No, it doesn't.
They call here.
You can keep coming back.
They call here.
No, what I'm saying is,
It's a thing.
no,
they
he's
invisible.
no, he's right. He's right. No, he's
It's
right.
invisible thing.
Ron, he's right.
They want to know exactly where you at, and they want to see what you represent. Not just you can be. You see the vision big. You got some profit in you.
No, he's right.
But it come back to a core, and they want to know where you at, what
I've
you
always-
represent, and who finna
I've
be
always
behind
felt
you.
like, listen, I've always felt like you're one of those. I see certain artists, like even when he's saying with Psycho. I see those artists where I feel like you just need that one time that you're there. So, I think you're beyond Palm Beach, bro. I think you've always been.
See, I did more outside of
And that's one of the
it.
things where I wanted indirectly to see me. I learned with Kiki J, right? I thought she was also
Yeah.
beyond Palm Beach, right?
Oh, Kinky Jab.
So what I wanted to do was just have this massive support for this award. Bring somebody big in, and then they'll see it, and then I'll come after you and say, "Hey, can I be part of this? Because we made this happen." That's what we wanted to do. That's what we was all trying to do, bro. Because you're gonna muddle it, right? You're gonna muddle it. What you said. What's the word you use for the artist that's not good? You said it when you saying about the bullshit artist, whatever.
Ignorant?
The ignorant artist, right? You muddle it, but the real talent's gonna always rise.
And
That's good advice.
hold
but I don't think it's true.
on, Ron.
It's good advice, but it sound beautiful.
I'm gonna talk on top of that. The reason why I said Mark, he just said you're talented. We know you're talented, right?
Yeah.
But the dudes in Boca, Delray, West Palm, Lakewood, Rivera don't know you're talented. You know why? Because you still hold yourself to that old crowd. This is 2023 now. We're going 2023. You have a cell phone and a podcast. You can wake up every day like Lil Wayne did, or like the baby doing right now, dropping a freestyle every day. Chaotic is on IG in the bathroom with his homeboy with a laptop once a week, dropping freestyle. Marketing is just marketing, no matter what it is. If you change in 2023 the way you market for yourself, the days gotta come back. I hate to say it, because just like if I was to get on YouTube right now and dance like Diddy, every Diddy song, rap them every day for the next 52 weeks, the whole world will know about me. I'm not saying Palm Beach, the whole world will know about me. Because I would dress like Diddy, I would reenact the video, I would market that shit so gang, like, bro.
Cause you got that gene. I couldn't do it.
That goes back to.
I couldn't give it.
That goes back to you.
The
marketing.
Right.
If he trusted you, Eric,
So-
if you trusted him with the marketing, right, to Eric, I understand what you're saying. But just do these things for me, and I'll put them out visually for you. Marketing wise, he handled the marketing. You just got to do the artist part. You sit back. I guarantee you, if you let him do it, and me and Rohan, someone else gave me a plan, you just did it, like you said, you just want to do it, I guarantee it'll work. Because it's not in control. You don't control what happens anymore. Your wavelength of who you are control everything right now. There's nothing I can do for you.
Yeah, so that you said
a label, they can't know for you either.
Facts.
Oh, I know that all I can do is cut a bag, but even that might not work. Because I ain't gonna participate. I'm not getting on TikTok.
They're not giving nothing. You're right.
Yeah.
Because unless you
That's
listen
why
to the market.
That's why I ain't making. That's why I'm putting out music.
But that's don't you want to be successful? Why are you fighting it?
Yeah, I want to be successful, but where music is today, and where the entire scene, I'm not impressed.
But here's the thing though, you can't fix prisons. You're trying to fix a system that you
I'm
can't
one
control.
of them. It's about 80 of us trying to.
Stop.
We have to
No,
because when you make that ignorant song and you blow up, you're gonna set 90 of us back.
No, I won't, because if you go on TikTok and you freestyle your new song that you wrote and it is so hard, those people are gonna reshare it and that becomes the new wave.
That's what you talking about a 1 to 2% chance. And
No,
it is a
no,
button.
it's not.
Eric, this is what you see you're trying to do. That's what I'm trying to say.
You
It's
should
like,
die and let it go.
huh?
You should die and just let it go.
Oh no! I have to do something else. Like, I'm participating with this podcast, it could be something else. I may never put out a song again. So when you hear me advocating for other artists, because I'm gonna say this every episode, the system will change. It has to change. We cannot continue going with the gimmicks. A&Rs are coming back, real A&Rs, real tastemakers, real executive producers, because the algorithms are getting out of control to where we thinking it's a they that's steering it, and it's also the metrics where somebody just slow down over something that they don't even like. The algorithms start thinking it's good just from slowing down. So humans, this is where humans versus AI, this battle is coming. So when I'm talking about something that's like 15 years, I came from the other way. You're right. All that's going to change. So a lot of us have to stay and hold firm. Some of us are sacrificing a lot by not participating. If everybody participate in the art of marketing, which I call it, is beautiful, and both of y'all are lovely at it. That's gonna only last so long in certain arts. That's sacrificing the quality of people.
I don't understand why your music can't just overcome the bullshit.
Yeah, because
You ask
all the other artists.
ask them.
Well, all the others.
Ask them. I put out music in
part two.
for years.
Yeah.
I put out music in 4 years. But they
Great call. Go
Yeah,
ahead. Finish up.
no you dropping water.
I think the one on the
Should I
album.
give him my dad?
I don't know how Rohan made it. I don't know if it was Rohan. Rohan started it, and Rohan ended up taking it.
But another extra one on me.
Why you think you got 2 waters?
Y'all tuned into Exposure,
I'm mad
and
about
I want to say definitely, guys, thank you for taking the time out to join us, Rohan. I greatly appreciate it. I just want to get the end off with Rohan. What's the one advice you'd give your younger self? What's the one thing you're looking back at? Are all the award shows, the events, the concerts, the nightlife? What would you tell your younger self? What advice would you give?
Younger self, it was kind of listening to some things that some of my peers are in the game was telling me to do, right? I needed to choose my lane, right? So there was a lane for me, and I was in lanes that I shouldn't have been. I shouldn't have been in Laurent's lane. I shouldn't have been in General's lane. I shouldn't have been in Z's lane. My lane, where I came from when I was doing promotions in Miami, is these stuff right here. And then it kind of messed me up because now certain people, so again, everything works for everybody, right? So certain people that I want to be in, they associated me with a lane, so I don't get the support from the lane that I needed. So it's kind of like a reinvention of myself, right? So I should have stayed in my lane. You know, the awards was good. When I took the award for making a classy event, my thing is I like the grown and sexy event, that type of stuff. That's the lane I should have stayed in. And also do a lot of stuff more outside of the county, more so than what I was doing in the county. Because again, it's like, I don't say they don't necessarily appreciate it, but it's not what the county really was looking forward to. They're doing it now, like I just did a sneaker ball. Now everybody now is doing dress up events. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's dressing up, doing balls and so forth, because they're seeing that's where it's trending to. I should have just kept doing that from the jump. Instead of trying to be in the lane that I was supposed to be in.
Appreciate it, Laurent.
I think I just never stopped learning. I think I took a lot of time to work, and I would learn different avenues. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I should have kept learning. Like the real estate market. In 2013, all the money we make it wrong, we could buy a house a month. You know what I'm saying?
Real.
We could have made better investments based on us having information. We didn't have enough information.
We didn't care.
We didn't
trying to do our thing, you know.
Yeah.
We're trying to be the
And that's what we're hoping that people could learn from,
Yeah,
like,
so-
even from this, we're hoping people could learn from that,
The
right?
thing is, learn something new as much, like learn as many new things as you can. Even if you don't plan on being a lawyer, learn some law. If you don't plan on being real estate, learn some real estate. If you don't plan on being a stock market, learn everything that has to do with money and numbers and financial literacy, urban, credit, like learn all that, business credit, all that. Because if we knew what we knew now, y'all wouldn't be seeing this.
Yeah.
No, that's what's up.
And one thing we don't pay attention to, like the Diddy's and the Jay-Z's, right?
Yeah.
They're really rapping anymore.
Yeah.
That rap career springboard them into what they were doing.
Yeah.
Liquor companies,
Yep.
clothing companies.
Yep.
But that's where you're gonna eventually end up.
Gotta
Because
diversify.
for some reason, I don't know why it happens with our culture with black people. For some reason, when you turn 55, you can't rap no more. What the white people they could do, they rock band and stuff.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? So it always has transferred into that business. So just whatever y'all doing, if y'all rapping,
Diversify.
diversify and find some way to make that shit into some kind of business as well. Diversify and go forward. Like you said.
Right, man. Yeah, y'all tuned into Exposure. LaRon and Rohan, man. Two of the biggest heavy hitters in the city, and we out.
Shout out to all you artists. Make sure y'all bombard them with all y'all music.
Oh, man.
That was an amazing conversation.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. Better than I anticipated with that.
It's not
Let me get that
fun.
picture before I let them
Yeah,
out.
this is the same way I feel about the program.
Yeah, it's not fun.
Alright.
And
I'm taking
you
pictures
can.
so I can get the
We
bulls up out of here.
made some good money and we spent a lot of money.
It's more than just a podcast. It's exposure.